What's going on, everyone? Danny Rodriguez here. It's time to review Daredevil Season 2, Episode 5, titled Kinbaku. Spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode on Netflix, guys. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thank you so much for joining me. Update, I am currently on Episode 9 of Daredevil right now. Man, Episode 8 is the best episode out of the whole Season 2, by the way. Amazing episode. Anyway, the Punisher is not in this episode. We meet Elektra. And not that bad, man. Elodie Young is a good Elektra, man. I like the way that she's done. She does get annoying at times, man. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie and, just say what you guys want to hear. I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm not the biggest fan of Elektra until episode 8, where I kind of already get used to Elektra by that time. So it does take a couple episodes for me to get into that Elektra character. But let's get on to it anyway. Okay. So first off, Matt is at this party. It's a flashback basically where he meets Elektra. Karen and Matt are going to go on a date later in the episode. Reyes is still on the law firm's butt. Nelson Murdoch. Reyes basically still wants to shut them down, and she says you have to do it this way if you want to, because nobody's going to the law firm. It says open on the door, but no one's even walking in there. I love how Foggy is really different this season. Foggy still has that humor, but then again, Foggy's basically just really more serious tone, and basically come on, Matt, we gotta get this done, or why do I have to do all the work? Basically, he has all this stuff on his shoulder, and Matt's kind of not the lazy one this season, but Matt's more of the, I don't know, all characters are different this season, basically. They all feel different from their season 1 counterpart. Elektra put money into the law firm, and he's like, don't use that money, because it's dirty money and everything. So Elektra needs Matt's help. That's why she met him in his apartment at night. He's like, Elektra, hello Matthew, all that going on. Karen is at this newspaper, the Bulletin newspaper, and looking through files, trying to link what happened that week when the Castle family was murdered. And of course, there's a lot of classified things that wasn't in the newspaper. People were trying to hide it. So Foggy meets with Marcy, and there is a Jessica Jones reference, dude. She name drops Jessica Jones, and I was like, yes, praise the Lord. I literally was like, holy crap. Let me guess, that's all. That's Marvel's well, we said Jessica Jones. There you go. We can't literally have her come on the show. And I'm kind of like, please have another reference. You had the Luke Cage reference. You had her. Now show one of them physically on the show, but of course they're going to be like, well, Daredevil's its own show, blah, 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 blah. But yet they live in Hell's Kitchen. They live in the same area. And what happens if Nelson and Murdoch's, the law firm, 2 blocks is alias her place? What happens if that's true? Come on. And where the hell is the Avengers Tower anyway? I haven't even seen it anywhere. Anyway, so Foggy meets a Marcy Jessica Jones reference. Elektra is at this meeting, and she plants this bug and basically messing with the Yakuzas and basically crashing their data and everything. So again, another flashback where Elektra is with Matt at the gym, his father's gym, and he says he loves going in there to smell sweat and basically think about his dad. And he told stories about his dad to her, and they kind of kiss on the boxing ring and everything, all the dirty, sweaty mat and everything. So that's cool, right? Whatever. And then they end up heading to Roscoe Sweeney's house, and Roscoe Sweeney is the man that put the hit, or either killed Matt Murdoch's dad. So anyway, he ends up beating up real bad, man, because he's like, you amateur, just like your dad. So he ends up hitting him real boxing style, man. Makes him all swollen and everything. And Elektra's like, kill him. And he's basically like, no. And then he ends up calling 911, and Elektra leaves. And that was the last time he saw her until modern day when she's in his apartment. She's like, hello, Matthew. That's basically how that goes. Anyway, there's the date with Karen. And he meets Elektra at this place where the Yakuzas, or at her hotel or her apartment, whatever, and Yakuzas are coming. He basically goes and he's like, I need you to stay out of my life. Elektra. And then he hears footsteps and everything, and basically the Yakuza are coming up the elevator ready, and she has the Daredevil costume. She has it right there. Basically saying Elektra knows that Matt is Daredevil as well, so that's kind of that reveal there. So what did I think about this episode overall, ladies and gentlemen? First off, let me give you the pros. I gotta say, I do love the way the flashbacks look. Of course, Foggy, they gave him a little bit more longer hair, of course, and Matt didn't have his beard or his stubs, and he looked all like nerdish with his big nose and everything, and he's like, yeah, Foggy, hey, bring me a beer. He never even brought him a beer. You notice that? That's sad. He's like, oh, look for alcohol, and like they're just crashing a party basically. So the flashbacks were nice, and seeing him and Elektra bond at the gym and them kissing, and it's really a bad boy Matt Murdock in here. Like Matt Murdock was kind of a bad boy at the time, man. He wasn't like a goody two shoes. Like, Elektra, I don't think we should go in this house, but he goes in the house anyway, and they end up kissing and breaking glass. You didn't see Matt Murdock be like, no, I'm gonna be a lawyer one day. I can't do this. Oh no. You don't see Matt Murdock doing that. He's just going like, psh, and they're kissing and everything, dude. Matt Murdock, bad boy Matt Murdock. Alright, that's the devil of Hell's Kitchen right there. Anyway, so that happens. The ending of the episode as well, when the Yakuzas are coming, she has the costume and everything. That was really awesome. She was already wearing her... Well, I don't think we saw her with her Elektra suit yet, at her costume, but it was really cool at that time. Beating up Roscoe was an awesome flashback as well, where he literally, and just the effects and the makeup and all the swelling, that really is where it was like, you were like, like, ah, crap, like, it was pretty... The sound and everything... He swelled up pretty quick, dude, and you could imagine if you like grab a knife and you cut him his cheeks and all the blood would flow out, dude. It was pretty. Like I was just thinking, like, what happens if she just like the knife across the cheek and swollen and bloody and. Okay. Anyway, that happened. So Karen also searching. I do like how we saw that guy. And he's like, because he was in season 1 with Ben Urich, and he was basically name drop Ben Urich. Man, it was a little nice touching moment, and the whole bulletin newspaper thing. I wanted them to be like, well, at least you know what's it called? I was gonna say the Daily Bugle. Well, Daily Planet. No, that's Superman. What's the one of Spider-Man? Daily Bugle, something like that. I don't remember. Something like that. I wish they could have name dropped that or something, because they do have the rights for Spider-Man now, so they could definitely talk about it. But you know, that goes on. The Jessica Jones reference was cool as well. Bad Boy Matt was awesome. Elektra, you know, Lodia Young does play a good Elektra on here, because the only Elektra we had was Jennifer Garner. Remember that? Jennifer Garner is Elektra. Yeah. Okay. Bad memories. Anyway, Karen and Matt as well. Karen and Matt were always cute, you know, the whole date stuff and all that. They're cute at it, man. I like that. They're cute. Doesn't last long, but they're cute. You could tell he's so shy, but yet he's happy, and you could tell both of them like each other so much, and they're smiling and all that good stuff, man. So my only cons really about this episode, Elektra sometimes, just at certain moments, like I told you, until episode 8, that's when I really got into Elektra. So this episode, Elektra sometimes, in my opinion, Elektra sometimes is just so forced in the episode. And don't get me wrong, it's all the backstory. They're, you know, telling you how I met. Yeah, I know all about that. But still, the same thing as Elektra is kind of annoying at a time during the episodes, or where she's like, hey Matthew, want to do this, want to do that, oh, let's go do this bad thing. Oh, she's basically just a bad apple, basically. A bad influence on Matt Murdock. And also, it was slow at times. The pacing in this episode was kind of off every now and then, so nothing too bad, nothing too, you know, it's still a very enjoyable episode, so I'm going to end up giving this episode a solid B, guys. It was a really good episode, man. It wasn't a great episode, but the directing was awesome, you know, a few action scenes, not the action scenes, but the beating up, the practical effects of Rooney's face and everything. So it worked out well, or Roscoe, excuse me, not Rooney, Roscoe's face. The Ben Urich reference, the Jessica Jones reference. So it was more of a dialogue written episode, and also meeting Elektra, the origin of Matt and Elektra, which wasn't bad, man. I really liked it. So anyway, thanks you so much for watching. Comment down below, tell me your favorite part about this Daredevil episode. Until next time, I'll be seeing you guys later.